Playmaking, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Auburn Tigers, Jordan-Hare Stadium, as we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Ole Miss Rebels, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Rebels will get us underway with the opening kickoff. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here's the handoff. On the move at the 30. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. The Tigers, dating to the days of Shook Jordan and Pat Dye, love to keep the ball on the ground.
And the stadium goes nuts, and the eagle flies, and everybody's happy. Run the football, win football games. It's good times on the plains.
A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
The Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to pass. Pressure coming. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
Wants to throw on 3rd. Got it in the middle, it's Thompson. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. Breaks into the open. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
And unbelievable timing with the quarterback and wide receiver. Get it to him in his hands, right on his frame where he can run after the catch and do some serious damage.
And that's why he's so dangerous, because of that ability after the catch. For these DBs in this game, you've got to tackle the reception, because if you don't get him down, he's taking it to the house.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the scoring play coming on a 56-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The give to the tailback. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Caught over the middle. It's Alexander. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
He gets it up to midfield, forced out of bounds at the 50. And the Rebels have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Got it behind the line. It's Lacey. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball in the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
Quarterback adapting. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
When the quarterback gets outside the pocket as a defender, now I'm thinking about the field's cut in half. You don't worry about the other side of the field. It's hard to throw it back across your body to the other side. So now the rules are I'm starting to creep now to the direction of the field where he goes. Great job by the defense understanding that.
Back to throw, it's Simmons. Looking for an open area to his left. He'll be run out of bounds right at the 25.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense, because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on the ground. I know they didn't give up a big, long, explosive run, but you got to get shots on this guy when you can. That time, they let him get out of bounds.
To the 10. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal. The Rebels, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Keeping his eyes downfield, rolling left. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. A pass in these tight quarters, if you're going to put the ball up, you'd like to think that you'd either have space or get it downfield a little bit.
Yeah, I like the defense understanding where the end zone is and then defending that line. It's okay to make the catch. You just got to make sure you get the ball carrier down in the field of play.
And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels! Extra point here will tie the game. And he made the extra point without problem. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Powers through the defender. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Snap it to the back. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on third down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
Yeah, near the sticks. It's Coleman. Coming through with that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. The Tigers will snap it on 1st and 10. From the gun, running back gets to give. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Pocket breaking down. Blasted as he lets it go. They stop him at the 42, but they're on a roll with a pickup of 15 and a first down.
And in this offense, you know, as a quarterback, you're going to get opportunities to put up some pretty big numbers. You've been impressed watching this guy play early this year. With that last pass completion, he's now
intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
They'll try the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That's such a great physical play by the defense, because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Lacey. He was hoping to get that thing down the sideline. They get him out of bounds at the 37.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Grab near the marker. It's Blackburn. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you could tell extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it.
Oh, he's got some space. Able to make his way past the sticks for the first down, and the time is going to drain out here in the first quarter. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. We've got a good one going here, and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the 2nd. First play of the period, first down here. From the gun, to give, looking for room. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
They've got him spread out on 2nd and 7, 2 wide out to either side. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill with that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Wants to throw. It's Simmons. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Here's the return from inside his 10. And the returner goes down. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
You wonder if the pick earlier in the game is now affecting this quarterback, and not just his psyche, but also his fundamentals. He threw that ball off his back leg. You're not going to throw completions playing like that.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all
the
taken
hell
away.
are you guys
Nowhere
doing?
to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And you want to run the football, right? That's okay. You'll take some of these, but if they start to add up down the road, obviously you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Picked up 2
Green
yards
Line
on that
matches
last
do
one. They
well
need 8 on second down.
Still only have 7.
Sends it back in motion. Dropping back, it's Simmons. Flips it out to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Wow, you saw the speed of the defense there. They're trying to spit this football out to the running back on the perimeter. And how about the defense able to get to him quickly to bring him down
That
from
might help.
Finds his man. It's Lee. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man,
defense,
zone.
man.
That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
And the Rebels have their offense in high gear.
There we go.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. The 50. The 30. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Tigers. What momentum you
After
get
I said
when
I
the
second
defense
defense.
comes up with a play like that. Just one moment, and all of a sudden, the
I did that
fortunes
so
turn.
badly.
You're in a position where you're about to give up points, and now you flip that around and you put points on the board. Perfectly executed. What do you do in an interception? First guy blocks the intended receiver. Everybody else starts to form a wall where the ball's going. Nice blocking, nice interception, nice return for the touchdown.
The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick 6, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
4 wide out set, 2 on either side on second and 10. Looking for a man. It's Simmons. Got it in the middle. It's Watkins. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Caught near the sticks. It's Lee. At midfield, he's got room. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
The Rebels will line it up on first and 10. Lost to throw again. Bought a little time, lets it go. Makes the catch. It's Lee. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. It's great to spread the ball around and fool him, but if you've got a dude, feed him, and they are.
No doubt, Reese. That guy is a problem. I mean, you got a receiver that's so talented out wide, hard to cover. Go to him once, go to him twice. Shoot, let's go to him a third time.
The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. It's Lacy. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Turning it on. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels. A great catch and run for 6.
Man, I just love the execution by this
Really
offense.
pissing me
Late
off.
in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I tell you what,
Hey, Mons, how you
keep that
doing?
Passing game up, you can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. This drive will open from the 15. They'll start this drive going to the air. Caught close to the marker, it's Thompson. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 for the first down. New set of downs after the completion. Looking downfield on first down. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. On the ground, it's Cobb. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21. Offense breaks the huddle. It's 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Gonna try to get it himself. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
I know he didn't pick up the first down, but, man, he makes this 4th down way more manageable. It's tough when you got 4th in Africa. Did a great job of making this manageable and keeping the playbook open.
Auburn sends out the punting unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Snap to the up man. It's a fake. They'll stop him short.
No idea
They
where
had
my
it
guy was.
sniffed out from the beginning.
Man, and you want to catch the defense sleeping, but what a great job by the defense. Staying alert, staying aware. They run the fake punt. They're ready for it. They make the tackle, and they stop them short.
Looking to scramble. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
And I tell you what, we've kind of gotten to the point where we expect QBs to be robots and just never to miss and always put it right on the face mask or right on the numbers. And right there, you could tell he just missed a little bit off, and I guarantee he's tapping his helmet saying, hey, that's my bad.
Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. The defense calls a timeout, and that's their last one of the half. Fourth down and 12 is four-down territory for this offense. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. They spun that wheel of fortune on fourth down and come up bankrupt. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Unloads to the wideout. Incomplete. And man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
This quarterback is living dangerously now. He threw a pick earlier in the game, and he almost threw another one right there. These windows are tight. He's got to be really good with his decision-making.
Caught in the backfield. It's Tom. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Throws to the wideout. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
This really has been a Jekyll and Hyde story for this quarterback. His last game out, he completed over 80% of his throws, but
ball was right there.
Not going his way in this one. You've got to give the defense a ton of credit.
Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. He's going to take off. Nice run there. Picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy. Because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. Just about set here in the second half as Auburn about to kick it off. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Hey.
Caught near the sticks. It's Russell. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
He's always open.
They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television, and so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far.
There he goes. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
Looking to throw at Simmons. Makes the grab. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Caught in the backfield. It's
Oh my
Watkins.
gosh, defense.
Touchdown,
Beautiful.
Ole Miss. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
One of those guys should have been.
These two have spent plenty of time together. That was almost telepathic, David.
No doubt, and quarterbacks and wide receivers throw all off season to get on the same page. You can see he hits him in stride. That's why he gets the touchdown.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the American. Temple is darn near perfect offensively today. This is almost exactly the way they drew things up this week in practice. They're up by 17 over Rice. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. On the run, it's Cobb. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on the field.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Got it, looking for the 1st down. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. Auburn going to work with another 1st down. To the air on 1st down. Looking to buy time. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the... completion.
I don't know what you're going to do. I mean, this guy is unbelievable. He's just got such elusiveness. You see him, he's getting outside the pocket, he's making you miss, and then all of a sudden, he's throwing completions. I got no answers for him.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
That's another example of just really good football. This is why they've built the lead here in the second half. Nice job pressuring the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, coming into somebody else's building and keeping it really, really quiet.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
Trailing by multiple possessions in the 3rd and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Pulls it in, it's Thompson. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another 1st down. They just keep firing. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. The give to the back. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
Unleashes to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
These receivers on these scramble drills are going to have to play with a little bit more urgency because this pass rush is getting after the QB. He was flushed out to the left and wasn't able to complete that throw because of the hit he took.
On third down, he drops to throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Now on fourth down, here comes the field goal team. Splits the uprights right down the middle. They cut into that lead. It's now 28-17.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for the squad.
After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
Always.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Gets it past the marker.
Best run all game.
Pick up on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
He's got an open man. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage from no gain on the play.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the runs.
And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. Trying to take it back. Gets the return down to the 25. He'll pull it on the read. Hard running there. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football.
He lets one fly deep. Got it in stride inside the 20. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 of the 11.
I love when you back the defense off of you. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
Leaves it with the back. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
Second down, he'll throw it. He's got it still on his feet.
Like that dude.
Touchdown, Tiger. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Man, find your weapons. Nice job by the quarterback. Find the running back out of the backfield. He catches it and does the rest. Walks into the end zone for the touchdown.
Now a two-point conversion attempt coming up. Snap in the shotgun. He gets it in there again. Scored the touchdown. Got the two. He's doing his part to mount the comeback. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them.
Tempted to do an inside kick there.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. For this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership. Come out here, lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
And here comes the offense on second down. They'll go with a direct snap. Not a lot of daylight. He gets one to the 32.
And you can feel the momentum a little bit, right? I mean, the fourth quarter has kind of changed, and then this defense is settled in. Their offense has scored as well. So this is a big tipping point in this football game. This is a big possession because Uncle Mo is all on the side of the defense.
To the air, it's Simmons. Got out of trouble and throws. Grab near the marker, it's Lee. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40.
And they found the big fella again, and they found him early and often today. They featured him here in the fourth quarter. Still time left in this football game. I imagine he's going to still continue to get the football thrown his way.
Or you're gonna just shoot clock and just shoot.
They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. And he runs in.
No point in wasting our time.
Wall maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage.
And this defense has got to make a play, right? It's the fourth quarter. We're trailing. You know this offense, they're going to get conservative. They want to eat that clock. You got to bring more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to make plays. Got to get that football back.
He'll go to work in the air on second down. Moves away as he feels pressure. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center nowadays in football. You can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
And the Rebels come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. The Rebels line up, trying to move the sticks on third and short. Looking to throw it, Simmons. Got his man quickly. Still running at the 40. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. And he just continues to put up numbers, and that number is now over 300.
This guy just throws completions, man. The ball doesn't seem to touch the ground. He's back there. He's making the right reads. Right now, he is locked into what this defense is trying to do.
And the Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up second and 4. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Wouldn't be surprised to see them go right back to the run on second down and maybe put this thing away. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The Rebels with a second and short to keep this drive moving. The give to the back. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And the Rebels come to the ball, trying to pick up this third and short. They'll send the back in motion. Off the RPO,
go!
Quick throw to the right. He's not going to make it to the sticks, and what a stop against one of the best third down offenses in the country. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on fourth down. And he gets enough to move the chains and
That's
then
freaking
slides
cheap.
to a stop.
Man, these are killers, right? Late in the game,
Auto
in the
scrambled
fourth
out.
quarter, you're getting to the quarterback, but he does such a great job scrambling around. When you do this, you get extra first downs. You start to wear those defensive linemen out. So late in the game, this could pay off. Great job getting the first down.
Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably building a little confidence from that.
And you want it to be a habit. That's what you talk about as a coach week after week. Let's build. Let's create momentum and continue to build on it. Continue, and then you look up at the end of the season, you never know where you could be, what dreams you could bring to reality.
At the end of the day, I think good teams find ways to win games. And over these last two games, it hasn't always been easy. They've had to overcome some adversity, but at the end of the day, they were able to step up, make the plays necessary, and do that. Very, very impressive.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.